Hi, this is Moshe at Body Friend. Today I want to share with you tips on how to do the keto diet right. Ketogenic diets are very effective because they force your body to consume fat stores for energy instead of choosing to utilize the sugars in your blood from your daily carb consumption. What's so great about the keto diet? When the body switches over to running primarily on ketones, a number of very cool things happen. Number one, lipolysis or body fat breakdown is substantially increased. Muscle catabolism or muscle loss is substantially reduced. Energy levels are maintained in a high and stable state. Subcutaneous fluid or water retention in the body is eliminated. Basically, when we are in ketosis, our body is using fat to fuel everything. As such, we aren't breaking down muscle to provide glucose. That is, muscle is being spared because it has nothing to offer. Fat is all the body needs, well, to a large extent. For the dieter, this means substantially less muscle loss than what is achievable on any other diet. Ketones yield only 7 calories per gram. This is higher than the equal mass of glucose, but substantially less, 22% in fact, than the 9 calorie gram of fat from which it comes. This means we can eat more, but the body doesn't get the calories. Even better is that ketones cannot be turned back into fatty acids. The body excretes any excess in urine. Speaking of which, there will be quite a bit of urine. The drop in muscle glycogen, low insulin, and low aldosterone all equate to mass excretion of intra and extracellular fluid. For us, that means hard-defined muscle clarity and quick visible results. Regarding energy, our brain actually really likes ketones, so we tend to feel fantastic in ketosis. That is, you feel clear-headed, alert, and positive. And because there is never a shortage of fat to supply ketones, energy is high all the time. Usually you even sleep less and wake feeling more refreshed when in ketosis. How do you do it right? I mean the keto diet. From what has been said, you will realize that to get ketosis, number one, carbohydrate intake should be nil. Protein intake should be low, 25% of calories at a maximum. 3. Fat must account for 75% of your calories. With low insulin, due to zero carbs and calories below maintenance, the dietary fat cannot be deposited in adipose tissues. The low protein means that glycogenesis will quickly prove inadequate to maintain blood glucose, and whether the body likes it or not, there is still all the damned fat to burn. The high dietary fat is oxidized for cellular energy in the normal fashion, but winds up generating quantities of ATP that exceed the capacity of the TCA cycle. The significant result of ketogenesis, synthesis of ketones from the excess ATP. In more lay terms, the high fat intake forces ketosis upon the body. This is how it's done right. Now you just have to throw out what you thought was true about fats. First of all, fat does not make you fat. Most of the information about the evils of saturated fats in particular is so disproportionate or plain wrong anyway. On a ketogenic diet, it is inapplicable. Saturated fats make ketosis fly, and don't worry, your heart will be better than fine and your insulin sensitivity will not be reduced. Once in ketosis, it is necessary, technically speaking, to maintain absolute zero carbs or low protein. But it is still better if you want to reap the greatest results. Besides, assuming you are training hard, you will still want to follow a cyclic ketogenic diet where you get to eat all your carbs, fruit, and whatever. Don't be mistaken, done right does not make ketogenic dieting easy or fun for the culinary acrobats among you. They are probably the most restrictive diets you can use and not an option if you don't love animal products. Get out your nutritional almanac and work out a 20 to 0 to 80. That is the ratio of protein to carbs to fat. Yeah, it's boring. As an example, for example, if you're to take 3100 calories at a ratio of 25 to 0 to 0.5 to 74.5 from only, you can get it from only these: 10 whole eggs, 160 ml pure cream, 400 grams of beef mince, and 60 ml flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil is great, but do not think that you need 50% of your calories from essential fatty acids. 1 to 10% of calories is more than sufficient. A soluble fiber supplement that is non-carbohydrate based is good. Walnuts are easier. Ketogenic diets offer a host of unique benefits that cannot be ignored if you are chasing the ultimate low body fat figure or physique. However, they are not the most user-friendly of diets, and any middle ground compromise you might prefer will be just the worst of all worlds. Your choice is to do them right or not at all. It turns out that the liver creates new blood sugar. It takes components of lactic acid and pyruvic acid, which exist in the body, and combines them with the amino acids, which enter the body through consumption of protein foods or amino acid supplements. The liver forms new glycogen or blood sugar at higher levels than it is consuming. Remember, the liver regularly breaks down glycogen as part of its normal routine. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button so that you can receive